On his way home, the man noticed something strange. He was walking through a rundown neighborhood, yet parked on the street was a luxury car easily worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Without thinking, he started to approach it. What's more, he casually tried the car door, like he'd done this sort of thing before. And to his surprise, it wasn't even locked. A car that expensive, just sitting there with the door wide open? It caught him completely off guard. Jeff, who hadn't had a proper meal in days, wasn't about to let the opportunity slip by. He climbed inside and started searching for anything valuable. But weirdly, it was like the whole thing had been set up in advance. He couldn't find anything useful at all. Even the compartments wouldn't open. As Jeff poked around, that's when he started to feel like something was off. Suddenly, the doors locked tight. Maybe it was some kind of anti-theft feature? Jeff didn't have time to figure it out. His only thought now was how to get out. He wrapped his fists in his jacket and tried to smash the window, but nothing happened. Was he just not hitting hard enough? He braced himself and kicked at the window with both legs, but the glass didn't budge. It was way tougher than he expected. Frustrated, he turned to the buttons on the door, hoping maybe he'd accidentally triggered the lock. But before he could figure it out, the car's touchscreen lit up. It was making a phone call. Jeff wasn't about to answer it. If someone found out he was in there, he could be looking at serious jail time. He climbed into the trunk area and found a wrench. But even with a heavy tool like that, he still couldn't break the glass. As his anger reached a boiling point, Jeff didn't realize he was being watched the whole time. He tried again to pry open the door, and in the struggle, accidentally cut his arm. The phone kept ringing, louder and louder. Finally, Jeff remembered. He had a phone of his own. Maybe he could call for help, but when he pulled it out, he realized he had no signal inside the car. That was it. He hit rock bottom. Out of desperation, he answered the call. On the other end was an old man, claiming to be the owner of the car. Jeff didn't care. All he wanted was to be let out. He figured the worst he'd done was attempt a theft. Wasn't that what the law was for? Why should he be locked up in some high-tech trap? The conversation quickly went south. Jeff grew more agitated and, in a fit of rage, pulled a weapon from his backpack. He fired at the window, but not only did it fail to break, it ricocheted and hit his own leg. The old man on the line just laughed and asked Jeff for his ID number. He said he wanted to see if Jeff had a criminal record. If he didn't, maybe he'd let him go after an apology.
I didn't say anything, man.
Now, are you ready to listen?
Oh, no.
Well, that means my wife is dead, or my wife died recently, something like.
But Jeff had done this kind of thing before. He wasn't about to give up his identity. That's when the old man did something Jeff didn't expect. He remotely activated an electric shock through the car. The jolt silenced Jeff, who could only sit and listen as the old man started rambling about law and order, lecturing him on right and wrong. But Jeff's leg was bleeding badly, and before long, he passed out from the pain.